Forecaster Steve here from the Chestnut Ridge Weatherline. Thank you for listening and watching. You can get all the latest forecast information for Chestnut Ridge, Morgan, Cumberland, Roane, Fitchurst, and surrounding counties at 423-965-4900. It might even cover a good part of Tennessee. Who knows? Depends on what the day is holding for severe weather or any type of weather that of nature. You can also get the latest forecast by logging on to www.noaa.gov and click on your forecast area jurisdiction. The National Weather Service does an splendid job at covering a lot of forecast areas, including Kim Blackhurst Twister's page. If you haven't been there, you need to go see it. It's an awesome page. Thomas Kennedy's Convex Arizona Alert Forecast page is also a great page you can go to. Log on to keep an eye on tornadic formations. Also, look at the latest AZ hotspots, history to origination to now. He's watching a lot of areas tonight as well. We'll be watching a lot of areas for the next couple of days, I'm sure. You can also get on to www.innovationweather.com or David Sawyer's page. They all keep an eye on the weather the same as I do. There's no difference in none of us. We're pretty good forecasters. Let's go ahead and get started on the latest weather information here in Chestnut Ridge. Got a temperature of 44 degrees right now. Humidity at 52%. We've rounded out to 29.67 inches of mercury on the barometric pressure and steady with a dew point of 28. So we're not doing too bad. Let's go and get started on the outlook for you. So noticing a couple of things. First thing that we're noticing is an area of low pressure up here that's spinning across the northeast, causing a lot of rainfall between a ½ inch to almost 2 inches of rain. That's been going on for the past 24 hours. Some of that has been snow. I guarantee there's been a lot of snow reports here. Last picture I seen was snow around the West Virginia area. David Sawyer tells me he didn't get no snow at all. Bummer. So, you know, some weather systems can be very disappointing, and some weather systems can just be right on track when it comes to forecasting. Alright, let's go and take a look at some other detailed models. Continuing on here. For the next 48 hours, we're looking at a very, very nice warm setup happening here. Warm air is going to increase from the Gulf Coast of Mexico. Here I go with the ums again. An area of warm front is going to set up from northeast. And then shift back northwest or southwest again. I promised myself I want to say and that's what I'm trying to overcome, but you know I'm saying I'm saying it a lot. Catching myself there. Anyway, the warm front's going to be standing God. What the heck, I'll just go and make the video. The warm front's going to be going from the plains all the way on up into portions of the northern Rockies. And that's where we're going to see the possibility for severe weather set up for the next couple of days as we get a lot of warm, moist, unstable air. Tropical air mass setting up across the United States, around North America there. Looks like temperature is going to start warming up as well from Dallas, Texas to the plains. We're going to start seeing that warm increase across the Tennessee Valley and then work its way on up into the Ohio Valley, while the cooler weather starts to fade away from the northeast as well. And that's because that low pressure system is not going to lift northeast. Don't get me wrong, that low pressure system is actually showing signs of turning back to our northwest, and the reason why that is because it's meeting another area of low pressure, which is down here across the areas of southwestern New Mexico going into Texas, and that one's going to join forces, and therefore we're going to start seeing a cold front set up from the northern Rockies all the way down across Texas. And with that happening, that, my friend, is going to meet a lot of dry air, and that's when we could actually see thunderstorms start firing up along these boundaries. We could see the possibility for some strong and severe storms increase the next 24 to 48 hours. So tonight looks calm, except looks like there could be a chance for maybe some strong storms northern Montana, also portions of Idaho and Mexico for tomorrow. And it looks like right on the plains there could be some isolated storms. And again, more on that in a few minutes. But it's not been a bad day today. We've actually seen sunshine and clouds. It's been pretty cool though for most of the areas. So really, we're not doing too bad. Just a little bit more on the cool side today than anything. So the question is it going to warm up? That's the question. And my answer to that, my friend, is yes, because for the next 48 hours forecast, going on into the next 48 hours, I want to show you what we got going on. Again, this area that you see here, you can't hardly notice it, but that is what we call warm water temperatures. And these warm water temperatures, if you noticed, I'm going to get my blue pen out, this is going right on in across New Mexico, the plains, and so pretty soon it's going to start zipping northward. And temperatures, from what we're seeing now, from the 30s upward, we're going to start seeing those temperatures increase even more as we work our way even on up into the Tennessee and Ohio valleys tomorrow. So things start to warm up some, and that's the good news. We're going to start seeing things warm up more as it looks like temperatures are going to start to increase more throughout the forecast period. So we're doing pretty good forecast-wise. No problems to worry about. Just going to see a lot of warming trend action happening in the region. All right, let's talk about the next few days. What are the next few days looking like for the possibility for maybe some severe weather? Are we going to see anything interesting? Tonight's severe, not so likely. Going to be across northern Montana, Oregon, across maybe portions of Idaho. That's where the best chances for severe weather appear to be, and that's going to be for tonight. Now, as we go on into tomorrow's outlook, the chances for storms start to increase from northern Tennessee all the way back on into Montana, Idaho, and even parts of Oregon could see some storms. Southeast Oregon. Well, it looks like a secondary area of showers and thunderstorms will be forming over Kentucky, Tennessee, and that's along that warm front. There you see kind of a bit of an idea setup of what we're looking at. So just a little clue there, just to give you an idea of what's going on forecast-wise from tomorrow's threat, and again, we'll get more into that in a few minutes. Right now, let's go and look at the forecast map values. Oh, that was the wrong one. I kind of skipped ahead of myself. You're probably like, hey, bring that back to us. We want to see that again. I'll show that to you in a few minutes. Again, I just want to show you exactly what tomorrow's outlook will be as far as the animation goes. And as you can see here, there you see what is perfectly taking place. We have a really good warm front that seems to be setting up just as I showed you. And it looks like this will start out on Tuesday. We'll start seeing the atmosphere start building up the warm air, and that's where the warm front will come in. And it looks like that will start moving in as early as much as Thursday. Now, if I can get to some better forecast details here, some better forecast graphic, there you see kind of what takes place for the next 2 days. Watch the areas of green. Tuesday, bam, a few showers and thunderstorms. More so, look at that long stretch Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms across Tennessee here. And it looks like some of those thunderstorms could be quite strong to severe. And I will be keeping an eye on that for you through the next couple of days, as well as headed right on into the next forecast period. I want to talk about maybe the chance for severe weather and why this severe weather is happening. Not only because we're seeing a warm front, but we're also seeing some really high helicity and Cape values. And I want to show you that helicity and Cape values right now, if you will. This is the forecast hours for Tuesday. Okay, there we go. A little bit better forecast value here. For Tuesday, tomorrow, looks like we have a warm front that once again is draped over across the plains. That's this warm front here. It goes from the plains down and through Kansas City, Oklahoma, while therefore it looks like we have from Oklahoma down through Texas, New Mexico. That's going to be that dry line setting up. Now, with high pressure and control here, I can most guarantee you as the high pressure starts to spin and lifts northward, that's where moisture, warm, moist Gulf air starts to rise northward, and that's where I think the best chances for severe weather will start setting up is along these frontal corridors. Let's say from more likely Oklahoma, Kansas, on up into Montana, on up into Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, parts of Kentucky. Then you get that area of secondary fire for storms, maybe along East Tennessee, some parts of Middle Tennessee, but that will be very short-lived as we go through the forecast period. So we'll keep an eye on that for the next couple of hours as well as through tomorrow, and I'll fine-tune these forecasts if need be. Mid to late day on Tuesday, there you see the same activate. There you see the same thing happening. The warm front starts getting to move off to the east. As it does so, I think that's we'll see more warm air start to increase. If you didn't tell the difference, there's mid to late day, and there's another forecast map there indicating the same potential, as it looks like we could see the severe setup. And again, that warm front not moving really much except as it moves across. I think that's when we'll start seeing chances for severe weather increases. Matter of fact, there's a little bit further look. As I told you, there's that dry line setting up, and that's going to cause the possibility for some severe across the plains. Now, what about our forecast period looking for the next couple of days for Cape? Cape's a very important thing when it comes to storms, and look at this. This is the outlook for the next couple of days. As a matter of fact, I'm looking this even Wednesday to Thursday. I've got a lot of Cape showing up here, and this is my main concern for the possibility for very strong to severe storms across Tennessee, good parts of West Virginia, Southwest Virginia, the plains. We're talking enormous Cape values over 2,000 joules per kilogram. So it looks like it's going to be an active day. You want to listen to No Weather Radio, monitor all the latest forecast soundings and information for more updates, as well as here at the Chestnut Ridge Weather Line.